Today I wanted to feature a new whiteboard app called iPevo Whiteboard. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the app, and you notice that it looks very similar to several other whiteboard apps. You have your standard pencil here, and you can change the size of that pencil. And you also have a separate pencil that you can choose. And I think this really helps with efficiency. Rather than changing back from one color to another, you can always have two colors at the same time. Another feature is that you can change the opacity of the pencil. You also have your standard eraser, and you notice you can change the width and size of that eraser if you choose to do so. And with iPevo, one unique feature of this free app is that you not only have the text tool, but you have a variety of other options there. But with your text tool, you notice that I'm typing here. I can change the font as I'm typing, or the size as I'm typing, along with the color. Now, this feature works very well. You can move it around and delete it if you need to do so, only if you're not recording on the whiteboard. So you need to be very careful of where you want to place your text. Another feature are the rectangles that you can draw here, or ellipse tool, triangle, and other shapes. I'm going to go ahead and clear this, select delete and clear all to clean this up some. But for the math teachers, you also have the option of adding in a ruler that you can angle if you choose to do so. And they also have a protractor there, which is pretty cool for a whiteboard app. You can also change that angle if you need to do so, or you can delete both. So that is a quick review of the iPevo app, but you notice that you have some things you can also add at the bottom. I can add in a picture here. So I'm going to go ahead and choose to add in a picture. And I can add an image from my photo library. And let's just say I want to add an image that involves like language arts. So this feature of the rectangle would be very cool. But what I'm going to do now is go ahead and tap record and start recording. And let's say I wanted to get the students to record and annotate certain parts and explain why they were highlighting and annotating certain features of the article. This will be a perfect opportunity for you to do so. You can either do this as a teacher, or the students could actually create their own recordings. Now, when I press the pause button, I can pause and ponder what I will say next, or I could actually press the stop button, and it's going to automatically save whatever I need to be saved to my camera roll. And from there, I can import that into iMovie and make further edits from there. Another feature, I'm going to go ahead and navigate to the next slide, is this camera in the top left-hand corner to the right of the actual whiteboard. When I tap that, it activates my camera. So whatever I have in front of my camera, it's live. I can choose to take a screenshot of it, and I'm going to add it to a new board. And then I can choose to annotate directly over it. Let me change the color here so you can pop more. But I can choose to annotate directly over the screenshot. Also, if I choose to navigate to the next one here, I'm going to go ahead and tap that camera again, but I want to record. So this may be beneficial if you have like a science lab that you want the students to actually record something live over. They can just record. Let's pretend this is some type of animal that I'm dissecting here versus some books that I have. But you can still annotate directly over that live recording, which I think is kind of cool. You can type over it. You can draw circles, use any of the features that you've used in the past. So that is the unique feature of this free whiteboard app that I really love. And once again, you can tap the focus here if it's out of focus. And you can play with the exposure or resolution if you want to, which I don't really recommend. I would just leave the exposure at a default. But when you're finally done, you can just tap the stop button and it will save to your camera roll. And there you have it. That is the new app called iPevo, and it's located for you in the self-service store.